Good morning. A few days ago, Jacob Rees Mogg was confronted by a screaming mob of anti-fascists, the Labour Party's foot soldiers, brown shirts, black shirts, whatever you want to call them.
I want to be in a situation where no Tory MP, no coalition minister can travel anywhere in the country or show their face anywhere in public without being challenged.
So I wrote him a letter. Now, previous to this, the last video I put up, I mentioned that I'd sent a copy of the James Moore Google memo to Theresa May and members of the government. I also sent a copy of the memo to Jacob Rees Mogg. I didn't, however, copy the Trump memo to him. However, this is my recent letter. Dear Jacob, your opponents at UWE Bristol were brainwashed by the swamp through the Marxist front groups such as UAF, Hope Not Hate, NUJ, NUT and other unions. Their Marxist tendrils are deeply embedded in our system, all the way to the treacherous Treasury. Jacob Rees Mogg made a question in Parliament about the Treasury deliberately exaggerating the dangers of Brexit. Anyone slightly to the right of Stalin is immediately branded far-right, Nazi or fascist. The inability of our media to even contemplate another point of view was exposed by Jordan B. Peterson's Channel 4 interview with a link. These same people not only allowed but covered up the mass rape of our children, while we the English suffer from ethnic cleansing, acid, knife and terror attacks. Our media and state deflect all blame and obsess on the growth of the non-existent far right, exemplified by the Tommy Robinson interview on BBC Newsnight, where they were trying to blame Tommy for inciting the man to mow down people outside the mosque. All he was doing was reporting the truth, the news that the BBC was not reporting. The Marxist 60-year-long march through our institutions nears its end. Should Corbyn win the next election, democracy will come to an end and the tyranny of communism will descend on our children. Further to this, Europe's childless leaders are indoctrinated into Rousseau's idealism, love of the noble savage, and infatuation with Islamic law. The communists, allied with Islam, overthrew the Shah of Iran shortly before being executed by their erstwhile allies. The communists overthrew the Shah. Ayatollah Khomeini came along, rounded all the communists up and executed them. And the same thing happened in Lebanon. The liberal Christians welcomed in the Muslim hordes, and it resulted in 5-6 years civil war. This is what faces our children. Sir, I fear for the future of Christendom. Our altruism towards Islam will, as history has repeatedly shown, lead Europe to the same fate as the Assyrian, Coptic and Byzantine Christianity, utter destruction. Brexit and Trump have utterly confused the brainwashed swamp. We the people are still in favour of freedom. We hanker for a Churchill to face down its many foes. I sit watching the Big Questions programme on BBC One, obsessing over the genocidal quest for equity. Sir, it is time for revelations, the truth, the sword of truth, the sword of truth. Aristotle, not Plato. Your nation will back you all the way. Sir, we are ready. Please save us. So, trying to get this YouTube clip up before they put an injunction on me. The next few ones will be letters to bishops. They are complaining. So, let's see what we do next.